Hello and welcome to the Nick Dinsmore YouTube channel. Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.
Hey, you better make your plans to be with us. You hear this crowd here? We have a great time each and every Wednesday night when we tape the television show. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Also, tomorrow night, Sunday night, serving Southern Indiana here at Davis Arena, as we have done for many, many years. Bell time, 7 o'clock then as well. And also, of course, on tour in, Bedford,
That's going to be up there in Bedford. That's where all the bowling fans are. The Risings, the Finks, the Downies, the Razors. They'll all be there. They love Kenny Bowling. They'll be there.
Good news, all right. We're planning on it's going to be Saturday night, January the 16th. Bell time is 7:30, Morgan Community Center, Bedford, Kentucky. And Tuesday night, Louisville Gardens is the big show. Make your plans to be with us. 7 big matches on the card, highlighted by the return Pro-Am match. The Smooth Johnny Spade and David C. taking on the Last Prophet, Jason White, and Nick Dinsmore. Also, a 3-on-2 handicap with the Andretti Express with Bolin in the ring, not on the outside, in the ring. Take on Nick and Rob. Nick and Rob, come on, you're going to get through this. I know you're going to. This problem.
Not.
Well, with you fanning the flame, probably not. And the tag match main event of the evening, when Flash and Trash team up to put a stop to the team you're getting ready to see in the ring. I'm talking about the Hustler Rip Rogers and Jason Lee.
That's the OVW champion, Rip Rogers.
Well, yeah, he's the OVW champion. You can tell because he's got the belt on his shoulder.
Exactly.
You'll see
right.
that. Right now, we're going to the ring area. Faye Davis, take it away.
This tag match is one fall with TV time remaining. Introducing first the team of Jason Lee and Rip Rogers, and their opponents, the team of Chris Alexander and Lucky Sandlin.
Sandlin and Chris Alexander taking on Jason Lee and the Hustler Rip Rogers.
You notice that airhead Tammy Faye Davis didn't introduce him as the OVW champ. What's up with her?
Right now, I'll see what's up with Scott Sandlin here and the Hustler Rip Rogers. We all know Sandlin was a Rogers protege for a long, long time until he saw the light, has broken his affiliation with the Seymour, Indiana Punks, and has taken off on a winning streak since then.
Only light he sees is in his little third-story window down there at the YMCA, because that's all he's allowed to be in right now. He's not even allowed to be back in C, and he's going to get a wrestling lesson here tonight. You saw how quickly he got out of the ring, didn't you? He don't want none of Rip.
Right now, the Hustler's been and after a couple of good fireman carry takedown from Chris Alexander, the Hustler has to go to the hair, tags in Jason Lee. Jason down there working on Chris Alexander, brings him up, plants the forehead, Fred, right into the turnbuckle up there.
That is the #1 protege of Rip Rogers right there in Jason Lee, and Lucky Sandlin never could stand that, and he's realizing why he was #1, because he was the best talent in the Seymour.
Drop kick on the floor to the back of the head, buddy. That doesn't allow the energy to go no place other than
and here
right
comes Lucky Sandlin coming in there, breaking every rule in the book.
Breaking the hold as he does.
Never learned any of that in camp bowling.
Jason Lee plants that head onto the turnbuckle, tags in the Hustler Rip Rogers.
You notice he's got Christina Alexander in there taking the beating. He don't want none of what Rip Rogers has got for him.
The Hustler right now picking Chris Alexander back up. Oh, headbutt. Man, oh man, the Hustler, I tell you, he knows everything in the book, and he uses most of them every match. Again, the head into the turnbuckle. And rakes at the back, Kenny.
All of them legal. He'd been disqualified if they wasn't.
Oh, man. He's using a lot of headbutts right now.
That man is a legend. It's an honor for you to even broadcast a match he's in.
Jason Lee stomping Chris Alexander.
A lot of people saying Daryl Griffith a legend around here. Rip Rogers is a legend in this market.
He might be a legend at his house in Seymour, Indiana, but that's about where it is.
Oh, you're out of your mind for a change.
Oh, Jason Lee pops Lucky Sandlin.
He don't look so lucky now, does he?
Lucky almost ends up in,
why we
Jason
named him
White's
Lucky?
lap over there.
Do you know why we named him Lucky?
Why?
Because he was lucky to be associated with us. That's exactly why he got that name.
Here comes the Hustler. Oh, double chop to the throat.
And now he's lucky he's got a partner that's too stupid to tag him.
Jason Lee back in, works Chris. Chris desperately needs to go over to Lucky Sandlin.
Be unlucky if he does, so he might as well take the beating for the team.
Power bomb from Jason Lee. Oh, my gosh.
Lucky saying that could be me.
He walks across him. He's climbing. You know what that means from
It's
Jason Lee.
over.
He loves the moonsault from there.
There it goes.
Oh, that's one on Chris Alexander. Hold it.
Time out.
Hold it. Come on, pin.
I think
If
Rip
that's
wants
going to be
a little.
a pin the man.
I
Man.
think Rip wants a little action. They're not ready to pin him yet. Gonna beat this little punk. Oh, look at there.
Oh, he's got him in the sugar hole. Put the submission on him. Man, he's put the submission on him. I tell you, that's one thing that All-American Doug Basham better watch out for is that sugar hold, because tomorrow night, All-American Doug Basham meets the Hustler Rip Rogers in a submission match right here at Davis Arena. Oh, my goodness, the sugar hole from the Hustler Rip Rogers. Listen, don't forget, if you want to know anything about OVW, call our information line, 493-7988, 24/7, 365. Call the information line, tells you anything that you want to know. Also, we got segment coming up here, but right now let me give you the entire card from Louisville Gardens this Tuesday night, bell time 7:30. We're kicking it off with Chris Alexander taking on Rasputin with the DI in his corner. The master of the steel claw, Rod Steele, with Treasure in his corner. You've seen the craziness the Treasure's been bringing into the Gardens here lately, taking on Lucky Scott Sandlin. The return Pro-Am match, Jason White, the young man out here in the front row tonight, one of our amateurs trying to make his way into the pro ranks. His partner Nick Dinsmore going to be taking on Smooth Johnny Spade, the other amateur in this match, and his pro in his corner, the international playboy David C.
At least David C. will be there.
Juan Atado, back in from a shoulder injury, will be taking on the American Eagle. A return when the new tag team champions, the Damaja and David C., will be taking on what was the number 2 contenders, now
Pig
number
Farmers.
3, Pig Farmers, Jebediah Blackhawk and Cousin Otter. A 3-on-2 handicap match when Vito and Guido and Bolin will be in the ring to take on Nick and Rob. I know they're going to get this problem settled. This is just a little early
I'll
stuff
solve
here.
their problems for them if I get in that ring.
And the tag team main event of the evening, Flash and Trash, teaming up to take on the Hustler Rip Rogers and Jason Lee. Right now, OVW on tour. Check this out.
Please subscribe, comment, share, and give us a thumbs up. Follow former WWE superstar Eugene Nick Dinsmore on social media. Check out nickdinsmore.com.